Hey, Pastor, this is Matt from Sermon Central. I'd like to share a few preaching tips with you for your sermon on Luke chapter 14, 1, 7 through 14. So right off the bat with this passage, you notice it begins with a single verse, 14:1. This may seem kind of disconnected from the other verses, but it actually sets the stage for the whole message. We learn in verse 14:1 that Jesus is back at a dinner party, and unsurprisingly, the Pharisees are there too, keeping close tabs on him as they continue to seek ways to discredit him. But Jesus instead capitalizes on the opportunity to teach them. Now, there are three specific things that jump out to us in this passage that I would use as main points in your sermon. So as Jesus observes the dinner party in verses 7 through 14, he notices that people are jockeying for the best seats in the house, and that the host of the party has only invited his friends, relatives, and rich neighbors. Jesus uses this situation to teach them about humiliation, humility, and honor. Use these three main points to guide your sermon: humiliation, humility, and honor. And I would see verse 11 as a hinge point to the entire sermon, which says, "For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted." I would wrap up this sermon by saying something like this to your church: if you exalt yourself in front of others, you run the risk of being humiliated. It's best to stay humble in all situations and use your position to lift others up. Then God, who sees all these things, will honor you in due time. If you're preaching this passage, take a look at Sermon Central's premium sermon kit called Humility and Honor. The kit comes with an easy to customize sermon manuscript, which follows much of what I've suggested here. Plus, you'll get all the church media you need. It's all custom designed for this passage and includes motion graphics, a sermon bumper, preaching slides, and social graphics. Everything is ready for you to preach a confident sermon that encourages your church to be humble, faithful, and compassionate followers of Christ.